That was Violence with the track Screaming Always from their latest EP, Let the World Burn. Speaking of violence, we have the vocalist Sean Killian on the line from LAX. Hi, Sean. Thanks for your time and welcome to Rainy Metal.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. This is, I love, doing interviews because it sends, our message to the fans out there that, we don't get to talk to.
For those who have not heard of Violence, could you give us a brief history?
I joined, the band formed in 84. I joined in 85. We did our first demo in 86. Eternal Nightmare, our first record, was released in 1988. Then again, 1990 was Oppressing the Masses. 93 was Nothing to Gain. Then we took a hiatus for a while. We came back for the Thrash of the Titans to support Chuck Billy and Chuck Schuldiner. And now we got back together after my illness and feeling better. And we've been just out playing shows and trying to spread the music to places that, it hasn't been before.
With all the ups and downs the band has gone over through the years, what has kept you motivated to continue on?
I just want to take the music of this band to places it hasn't been and see the fans and, give them a good show. And there's nothing like live music. And, when you go to areas that haven't seen us play, it's just like, magnificent. And Phil hasn't left the band because he just can't tour with us. I mean, if you saw his video, he's got his son Magnus there with him. He has Wolf, his other son, and it's just, he's got a big family life. And Marta, his wife, she tours with Bleeding Through. So it's a big schedule for him. So thank you. So he'll join us at festivals. He's going to be at Hell's Heroes with us in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
He's going to, I forget it's in France. I just posted it today. And then, anything like that, the Milwaukee Metal Fest, he'll be with us. And, the cruise we're doing with the Lamb of God cruise, he'll be there with us.
Oh, awesome.
So left the band, he's just limited on the amount of time he can commit to the band.
I was just saying, with family commitments or other commitments outside the band, it's hard to stay in it, but it's good that he's taking some time away and he's coming back doing the festivals.
Yeah, he is. He's doing the festivals, and if we play Oakland, and he'll be there, and if we play LA, he'll be there. Play things like that. But he just can't really commit to a full scale tour.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah. And what's funny is that I really enjoy Blabbermouth and Estrogen Injection and all their clickbait stuff, because you get all these comments and people have opinions and they know nothing at all about our relationship, or it's hilarious. My girl and I, Alejandra, we just scroll through them and laugh.
Yeah, the way you read it, like all the press releases of Violence, like the whole band's falling apart, and exactly. It's come to an end. No, but it's not. So
no,
I was just,
people need to hear this music live. They need to see us. And
well, that's it. Because I think this is the second reschedule for your tour. So I was really hoping that what I read wasn't actually true.
Yeah, it's not.
No, good.
Phil and I are good friends. Like I said, we're friends before anything, and we knew each other before I joined Violence, and we'll continue to enjoy each other's company long after.
Violence and Sacred Ride have actually been on my bucket list to see for many years, which is a double bonus for me on Wednesday night. Another is going to see their historic venues on the Sunset Strip, especially Lemmy's statue at the Rainbow, and catch a gig at the Whiskey. You guys played at the Whiskey recently. Was it an awesome feeling to play there, knowing all the iconic bands that played there in the past?
Well, what's great about that show is we had other opportunities to play in different venues, and our booking agent, Aaron, he was like, hey, the Whiskey's interested in having you guys. And I was like, look, whatever. I would love to play the Whiskey because I'm a huge Doors fan, and, Van Halen and all the great bands that play there.
Yeah.
And so we made a choice to kind of put ourselves in that nostalgic time of that opportunity to spend time playing a place like that. I mean, it's world renowned. And,
Yeah, it looked like an awesome gig too. The crowd was going off as well, which is good from
Well-
the band's point of view to see the crowd going off the way they were.
well, the thing about LA is like there's the scene that's the thrash scene, and then there's the kind of commercial glam scene and whatnot. But
Yep.
whiskey kind of falls under that category. So for them to have us, our fans were kind of like, oh damn, $40 and drinks are expensive, security. But they showed up, man. We sold the place out, and yeah, it was great.
You're kicking off your Asian leg of the tour tomorrow night with Sacred Right, starting in Vietnam, then Thailand, and finishing in Singapore, then starting your first ever Australian tour in Canberra on Tuesday, before heading to Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane, and finishing in Melbourne before heading over to New Zealand. Are you looking
Yeah.
forward to finally playing here in Australia?
I can't wait to get there, to tell you the truth. I mean, we're going to Vietnam, Bangkok, and Singapore before we come to Australia. But Christian's been there, with Fear Factory,
Yep.
and he's told us, hey, this is like the greatest place, and so anywhere I could take this music and play it live that hasn't seen it before is great. But I know Australia is big on the metal, and it's the home of freaking AC/DC. I mean, right?
True.
That's the place I want to play, and I'm very excited.
No, I'm an old school thrash head, so my bucket list been is we've had Dark Angel here recently, Metal Church. And now you and Sacred Right, the only two bands left on my bucket list actually are Exciter and Annihilator.
Okay.
And I think Exciters like you, they've rescheduled a couple of times, but I'm sure they're coming out later this year or early next year.
Well, I know Dan wants to be there, and
I'd like to thank you so much for the chat. It's been a pleasure catching up with you.
yeah, thanks for calling. Thanks for spending the time to do this with me, and we'll see you in Sydney.
We're going to finish up with a title track from your debut album, Eternal Nightmare. Once again, thanks, Sean, for the chat, and good luck for the rest of the tour. Can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday night. It's going to be a killer show.
Thank you, Keith, and cheers.